Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the monsters of the Midway, the Chicago Bears, and the Philadelphia Eagles. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thanks, Coach. Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Philadelphia Eagles. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you've got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well, too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
And when I think of Russell Wilson, I think not just of the big plays.
Flying 90. Mike 57. Come on. Come on, D.
Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. The starters now on offense, and Stephon Diggs, our first chance to see him today.
Brandon, remember we had this conversation about how highly recruited he was in high school. Didn't quite live up to it in college due to some injuries, but boy, has he hit the NFL like a bomb. Stephon Diggs, a crafty, mature route runner who can go the distance.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Here we go.
First down.
Now Gordon on first down, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Time to run through the starters on the defensive side for Chicago. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Here's a guy on his 4th franchise in 2 years, Carlos Hyde. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
fifth year back from Texas. This is Malcolm Brown. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. The numbers there for Brown from a week ago. 23 carries, 132 yards, and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Off play action. Newton. He'll get this one to his tight end. That's Jason Kroon. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 14 yards into Chicago, 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Brown. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton. It's complete to Fuller. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18.
26 yards. And the Bears, first down.
53, Mike 53. All day, every day.
From the red zone now, Newton. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. The last time these two teams met, boy, was it memorable. Wild card weekend last year as the Eagles started their Super Bowl title defense, and they held on thanks to the doink or the double doink heard around the world on the Cody Parkey missed field goal, and the Eagles would escape 16-15. Of course, they would go on to lose the following weekend to the New Orleans Saints. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
To the air again, Newton. He's got it. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? They'll give it here to Brown. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
They moved the ball pretty well there on the opening drive. You think they're okay settling for 3?
I don't think they're happy about settling for 3, but I think you're exactly right with the word okay because they threw it well, they ran it well. Excellent balance for the first drive of the game.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Play action. Now Wilson. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. This is caught by Antonio Brown. The Numbers for Antonio Brown in last week's ball game. 5 catches, 52 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses have better focus on.
He'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On first down, it's Gordon, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the Bears' 44-yard line.
Here's Hyde on the draw, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, Wilson. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 24-yard line.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a backbreaking first down.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I don't think you got it, son.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
25. Check 25. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
To throw is Wilson. To throw again. This will be caught by Brown. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Hey, man. Watch me.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional record. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Terrell Suggs make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Let's go.
ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Go.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a 1st down, threw a fastball. When that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Bears take over 1st and 10.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't
Go
worked
to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Strong left. Strong left.
4 yards. 1st down, Chicago.
They'll run it here. This is Mark Walton. Terrell Suggs in on the tackle.
That's it. Double tight, guys. Double tight.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Brown. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
That's it, baby.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Bears.
On 1st down, Newton hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From the 50, Newton. He's got Fuller. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Walton. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
In your face.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
Interception on deck, baby.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 44, Wilson throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Wilson's pass.
George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
3rd down.
On On third down, Wilson completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Henry Anderson there on the stop. From the gun on third down, Wilson. And he's able to find Diggs. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
It's a gain of 16 yards. Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down. And they may be going backward here. That's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler, first-round pick back in 2012. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again. That'll bring up 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Gordon. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though, 3rd and long. Here's Wilson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Lorenzo Alexander wreaking the defensive havoc.
I don't think there could have been a better pocket for him to throw from, yet he never got rid of the football, and it goes down as a sack.
I mean, he had time to build a campfire back there. They still couldn't get rid of it.
I'll bring the s'mores next time.
Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw is Newton. Pierre Desir able to get a hand in and make that play. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This is Brown on the carry. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, come get a little bit closer this time. Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Got a man. It's Brown. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. A big play there for Philly. And even 50 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. The quick slant caught. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. One man in the backfield, that's Gordon, second and goal.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got?
Throwing again here, Wilson. This is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. George Kittle, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-3. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Open man is Kroom, the tight end. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Newton, and that is intercepted by last year's NFL leader, DeMonte Casey. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Watch the run, watch the run.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Out there now, the lefty Tavecchio for the Falcon field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Tavecchio puts this one through, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So the late turnover, that turns into 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to capitalize and get the 3 that you just mentioned on the other side of the field, kicking themselves. You think they'll be talking about ball security in the locker room?
Yeah, I don't think there's any question. That'll be the first talking point. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In our game has been Russell Wilson, who was dynamic, as usual, in that first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a really, I'm doing it though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They were looking good on second down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Newton. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
It's going to be a long day.
They'll run on first down. Gordon. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Lorenzo Alexander.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Come on.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well. So now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But downfield, in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A quick throw out wide to Fuller. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Yeah, baby.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Eagles' 49-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. Short pass complete to the tight end Kroom. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So let's glance at a player's spotlight now with Russell Wilson. He's had one of those games that any quarterback loves, not only being able to complete some passes, but some deep passes.
And it's pretty to watch. I mean, it's an absolute joy to see, but let's face it, we got to give a little bit of credit where it's deserved, right?
Well, the protection's been great, if that's where you're going.
Yeah, protection's been phenomenal, but how about how it's been spotlighted, right? Our producer, Christian McLeod, our director, Kyle Burt, the rest of the crew, what they put together with these images and pictures, if you're an offensive lineman, that's what you're taking with you to contract time.
They're going to have a trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception and as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Handing it off to Brown. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, they can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Well, they opted not to run it. They completed the pass on 3rd and 2, but they lost yardage to bring up 4.
Well, give credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They snuffed out the play. But it does bring into question, 1, the play call, because they didn't run the ball there. They could have run it. And 2, just not getting it. That's got to be deflating for them.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that to the defense, because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the traders take a look, we'll step aside.
57's the mic. Here we go.
From the 27, Wilson on the catch. It's Crowder. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
He wasn't ready.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
On 2nd down, Hyde. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Let's go one more.
Now Wilson on first down. Gets this one to Morris. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Now it's the Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. Lorenzo Alexander brings him down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. This one caught by Crowder. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Wilson now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. Now it's Morris. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
First down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll run for it with Hyde. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Carlos Hyde, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the lead now up to 14. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was capped off by a Carlos Hyde touchdown run. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. You know, despite the score line, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. The dump-off gets them only 1, and now you're looking at a 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Tack McKinley able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the run.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Three quarters in the books. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, a give to Hyde. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. On 3rd down, Wilson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
It doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
380.
Right there.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
Wilson to throw on third down. They go screen pass to Hyde. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. On the delay, here's Morris. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Hey, got three.
Back to the ground. This time it's Hyde. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Now Wilson from the gun on third down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. And maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Wilson. And he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting there.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Carlos Hyde with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was capped off by a Carlos Hyde touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Newton now to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. Again, it's Hyde. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it. Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The kick by Tavecchio is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. A little brief second of indecision there was certainly hooking, but bottom line, it's good.
Yeah, and, you know, got a little bit of English on it, right? That left-footed kicker trying to pop it through. A little bit too close to the right upright for his liking, but he'll take the 3.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
you
right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Bears on third down. Just one conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 10. Newton. He finds his target, Fuller. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
On first down, it's Newton. And he rifles one incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Newton. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the red zone now, Newton. It's complete to Fuller. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Right there, 54. Right there, 54, Mike. Target.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Hakeem Butler with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears cut into that lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Go, D. Let's go.
From the gun, here's Newton. He's got it. So they convert to 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
We got this.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 43. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. From the gun, it's Wilson. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out to Roberts here on the quick pass. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Throwing again here, Wilson. Got a man, it's Brown. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now Hyde. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. It's complete to Diggs. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
For the field goal, a 31-yard attempt.
Tavecchio puts this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. To throw again on second down. Newton, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down. Here's Newton. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Walton. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it second down. To throw is Newton. Got an open man. It's Washington. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And to be frank, Charles, probably not too many people surprised at how this one turned out.
Yeah, I don't think so at all. I mean, they're such a good football team. They were at home. You know, you walked in and you looked at the advantages and you saw that they had most of them. It'd take a lot to try and even it up. I just thought 2 words for this ball game: methodical and predictable. And both of them came together.
So for the Eagles, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.